A viewer asks about how to go best about terminating your relationship with your attorney and avoid common issues that might be associated with it. I think it's a very important question for two reasons. First, quite a few people out there have to do it. They have to switch attorneys for one reason or another. And secondly, because it is kind of often an uncomfortable thing to do. Breaking any relationship is not necessarily the easiest thing to do, and attorney-client relationship is not an exception. So I would like to share 5 of my thoughts on terminating the relationship with your attorney the right way and avoiding common issues associated with it. Number 1, understand your rights as a client. As a client, you have the right to discontinue your relationship with your attorney at any time and promptly receive all of your file documents and any unused deposit that you paid to that attorney. Normally, this information about your rights is included in your fee agreement, in your representation agreement. But even if it isn't, that's still the law in most or maybe in all states. Number 2, talk to your attorney first before you decide to switch attorneys. I do believe that everyone deserves the benefit of the doubt. If your issue with your attorney is in fact communication delays, as it often is the case, it looks like most fallouts between attorneys and clients occur because clients cannot get a hold of their attorney. Sometimes attorneys cannot get a hold of their clients. So if that's an issue, schedule a brief in-person or Zoom meeting and share your concerns. And the worry that these communication issues cause you. It is possible that your attorney has been under a great deal of stress due to some highly contentious case that he's been involved with, or he has some personal issues at home that need to be worked out and prevent him from giving, the work as much attention as he normally would. While this shouldn't prejudice your case, and while you could say it's not your problem, everyone is human, including your lawyer, and things happen. Having that conversation might just give you the clarity you need before you get out of that relationship. That attorney might have a satisfactory explanation for you for the communication issues, in which case you may consider continuing working with that attorney. On the other hand, the same attorney might get defensive and rude with you, in which case you should feel all the better about your decision to terminate that relationship, and that decision being the correct one. Number 3, avoid unnecessary confrontation. There's no reason to make your fallout with your existing attorney worse than it needs to be. If you've already decided to terminate that relationship and disengage from your attorney, you don't need to attack them or criticize them or tell them how bad they are at what they do or threaten them with a bar action or with a bad Yelp review. A simple letter notifying the lawyer of your desire to terminate your attorney-client relationship, requesting a copy of your file, and signing any necessary paperwork to release that attorney from your case should be sufficient. It should be plenty. Of course, you should also fairly settle any financial issues that you have with an attorney, whether it's paying their outstanding bill or receiving the refund that's due to you from the retainer that you might have previously paid. Number 4, make sure that you don't terminate your relationship with your lawyer at the wrong time. Before you disengage, you need to find out the exact status of your case. Are you facing a tight deadline to file your case or respond to some discovery request or oppose an important motion, such as a motion to dismiss, where you wouldn't be able to meet that deadline in time if you needed several weeks or longer to find a new attorney? Also, it will be harder to find a new attorney to jump into the case if they have to deal with an urgent deadline right away. It makes any case a bit less attractive, all things equal. And this brings me to my last point. Point number 5. If at all possible, find another attorney and seek another attorney's second opinion before you would be disengaging from your current attorney. Find another attorney who appears to be willing to take your case before you terminate your existing relationship, especially if your case has already been filed and it's in the process of being litigated, because in that situation, you really need to have someone who's going to be able to hit the ground running and continue pursuing your case without too much interruption. So keep these 5 ideas in mind when you're thinking of terminating your relationship with an attorney, and it should be quite helpful to you to making the right decision about whether to terminate your relationship or not and how to best do it. Thank you.